right, wholeness. This is Unbecoming the Signs. This is the last one. This is Aries. It's part 13 out of 14 readings. The first one was dealing with yourself as source. That was part 0. That is the total energy. So in Unbecoming the Signs, you have to face yourself first, figure out what you're potentially about to do to yourself if you give your energy into the ideal separation. And then you have to face yourself at the end and make a decision on, was it worth it? Is it worth it? All of the above. Wholeness. So again, Unbecoming the Signs. This is for people who have realized that the illusion of separation, duality, and things like that is a trick and a trap. If it does not resonate for you, you'll be okay. If you don't know me, the only thing I'm going to tell you is let your life tell your tale. You have to let your life tell your tale. If whatever you believe in, whatever you're investing in, whatever you're stuck in is showing you what you want to see, continue on. If not, you got to start honoring different perspectives. And that is all I do, is present perspectives. So Aries, which if I saw myself as a sign, that was the one I was born under. I see myself as source. This is all me. I got to stop looking at myself in separation. But in this human realm, I was born in Aries. So the analogy of Aries, basically the emperor, the gods of war, it's the mind on fire, impetuous, hot-headed, always responsive. That is the most dangerous thing. In being responsive, you have to have an understanding or an awareness of what you're responding to, or else you're just programmed. Let our lives collectively tell that tale. They can put something on the TV and it stokes up a piece of energy in you and you run with it. So much to the point to where you can't even stop yourself, especially if you're surrounded by a bunch of other people who are doing the same thing. Basically the sheep mentality, the lemon theory. One person jump off the cliff, the rest of them gonna follow. That's pretty much how society works. All they got to do is sprinkle something in front of you and got you distracted. Got you distracted by thinking what they distraction you with is the distraction, when the total distraction is you ain't paying attention to yourself. Because if you was paying attention to yourself, none of this shit they dangle in front of you would matter. So Aries, you got to face yourself before everything that's going on potentially around you pulls you apart. Fuck around and find out. Fafo. 3 will become 6. 3, my thoughts, that which is whispering in my ear, which is really internally in your head, will traumatize you. Why? Because it's going to present choice. The biggest trauma in this realm is choice. Sorry. You have to take your time and work your way through that. The biggest trauma in this realm is choice. So the diversity of what I can keep giving my energy to will start telling me what to do. You see all these field of diversity behind them. These are basically different thought forms. If the thought forms are behind you telling you what to do, you stuck. So Aries faces itself, and 3 plus 6 is the only thing it's seeing. Holy shit. Give my power to these thoughts. They're going to traumatize me, and they're going to double up. 3 plus 6, 9. The vibrations. For years, I've told people the strongest vibration is the battery in the pack. The battery in the pack has more vibrational energy than the one plugged into a device. Think about the word device. You're already divided. You're already a power source for something else. So most people out here are already plugged in. You can use the Matrix analogy all day long. We're plugged into the Matrix. Yeah, the Matrix is running off of us. Matrix ain't plugged into us. We're plugged into it. So 3 plus 6, 9. The Aries said, if I lose control over myself, then everything else that I keep thinking is going to traumatize me and become experience. Again, like I said a few minutes ago, the most dangerous thing in this realm is choice, because choice allows for experience. So from that point where you've already been presented with, holy shit, if I choose something outside of me, then I'm gonna get stuck. So now Aries faces itself in Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the man wrestling with knowledge, the serpent bearer. The serpent is basically knowledge, the stuff that's going to get you killed. So if I'm wrestling with what's going to get me killed, 2 things. If I'm wrestling with what's going to get me killed, something's wrong with me. That's like getting into the ring with a professional MMA fighter and you ain't ready. That's stupid. You getting in there with somebody that's trained to kill, but you're going to take the chance on not getting killed. That's kind of like what goes on here. So in understanding to where you Aries are now going to face yourself in Ophiuchus, you're facing the potential to wrestle with what you already know. What was already known, you're going to fuck around and find out. The FAFO card. You going to fuck around and find out. You're going to fuck around and find out that, holy shit, you got split into the stars. You got split into the plentifulness, and now you're everywhere. This is, again, and I've been saying this a lot lately in this series. If you don't know the story of the Abeji, the sacred twins in Yoruba and different African ideologies, the elder sends the younger out. If the elder sends the younger out to make sure it's safe, but yet they were already one together, there's already separation. You understand that? They are in the womb together, but just in case it's not safe, I'm going to send a part of me out. This is that bullshit, like I said, fuck around and find out. This is that doubt, but yet that curiosity of wanting to know. Hi, knowledge gets you fucked up. The desire to know something that really ain't yours to be finding out because you wouldn't use enough awareness to keep your ass still. Create the plentifulness. What was the goal? The thoughts. The three only wanted to create the plentifulness by taking control. Go ahead. I'll tell you what to think. And now you can't think for yourself, as evidenced where we're at now. So now that Aries done faced itself with Ophiuchus, and now it is starring in the shit show. It is starring in what it was struggling with because it showed up for the fight. Show up for the fight, you've already lost, even if you win. Take your time with that one. So now Aries is now facing itself in what it allowed to separate it. It's now facing itself in Pisces. So Aries is facing itself in Pisces, where it already authorized the split and it gave up its energy. It authorized the split, 11. It took its potential and split it into two different directions. But it was the wrong thing to do. But what's this? The Justice card, justification. Ego. This is manifested ego. I'm going to justify everything I'm doing. But I'm sorry, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, you have that dangerous word I told you, choice, the most dangerous thing in this universe. Yes, you have the right of choice, that thing y'all like to call free will. But should you do it? I can do what I want to do because it's blah, 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 blah. And then you get out here and split yourself into what you justified. And holy sheep shit, you just created a bunch of stuff for you to star in because you fucked around and found out. So from there, Aries faces itself in Aquarius. I have now created the separation. There's now two of me. There's two potential me's. And now I'm going to separate from whichever one of these me's don't feel good. That is cosmic psychosis. If you have already split yourself, but you're just trying to find the best personality to become, you in your head. You in your head, and you're about to learn a lesson. You are trying to figure out how to become safe within your own danger by letting the danger teach you safety. That movement where you split yourself is going to become your teacher. Now you're using the parts of you in separation, something you hear me say for years. Everything that you come into contact with is a version of you in your healing or your sickness. You got to let your life tell your tale as to which one. So if you are out here only letting the parts of you that are in the sickness teach you how to stop being sick, you better have some good awareness. You better have some good awareness. You better have some discernment, and I mean discernment outside of your motherfucking traumas. A lot of y'all, I got strong discernment. My intuition game strong. See, I'm going to let them play me for a little bit. Holy shit, you ain't got good discernment then. Because you allowed them to waste your time just to prove a point, which means you are already self-sabotaging yourself. So you out here moved into your own separation and just trying to find a proper teacher. Teacher, show me how to do it. Tell me, teacher, how can you save me? I don't know, player. I can't even save myself. But I'll come back and save you later. Huh? So now you're Aries and Capricorn. Remember, you're in separation in Aquarius, just trying to find out how to find the right teacher to move you, which means you're looking. Normally, I'll tell you Capricorn is the god of thoughts. In this case right here, where Aries, the god of war, is seeking for a master, it's just wanting what's master it to show it how to be a better slave. Take your time with that one. In this reading right here, Aries has already submitted to the thoughts already being stronger than it. And because it's already on fire, I just need to find something that's going to help put out the fires in my mind. Instead of stop, dropping, and rolling, it's running around like a fucking phoenix, burning itself and everything it comes into contact with until it finds something that is going to be the best reflection of healing, because it would not heal itself. So when Aries faces itself in Capricorn, it's looking for a healer. It's looking for a healer. What I just tell you about that phoenix. It's looking for something to take me out of that phoenix energy and be my goddess. It's looking for reciprocity, only this isn't reciprocity. This is a reflection. This is a goal. This is, I see myself in my phoenix form and I'm trying to get to my goddess by latching my energy into something that is better for me than I have been for myself. 2, what you connected to already has all your potential. What did you connect to? Trying to find something to get out of my separation that would teach me to stop doing the wrong thing by creating more separation, because I fucked around and found out. I fucked around and found out that them thoughts doubled up on me. But again, if you're paying attention, you see that 3 and that 6, that thought doubled up on you, but you caught in the thought, and that thought only pulled you apart. That's a 3-2. 2 plus 1 is 3. You looking for the right thought, but you now trapped in a thought. And as I just told you, Capricorn energy is the god of thought energy. They're heavy thinkers. When Aries finds itself trying to figure out what it done to itself in the Capricorn energy, it's just trying to outthink the thought that already outthought it. Take your time. So since it is just out here trying to figure out how to get its energy back from what's burning it, but what's burning it is its choice. Now Aries finds itself in Sagittarius. But think about it. Aries is cardinal fire, the massive fire. Sagittarius is the fire that's already been silenced. It's a mutable fire. I don't give a shit about your definitions. It's a mutable fire. It's mutable. It does not have a voice. It's just using the energy that's been lent back to it, that's already been stolen from it. But since it doesn't know what it is, it's in delusion. So Aries in delusion, Aries in Sagittarius, where it's burning itself, but is now trying to find somebody else to help put out its fire by giving up more of its fire. God damn. Damn, here went Leo. Here went more, the sun itself. You done already created death by giving up your energy into what you thought was going to save you, but what you thought was saving you was what was killing you. Your choices. I'm going to make more choices to counter the choices and therefore create more choices. And now I'm starring in them when that was the wrong thing to do, because starring in a bunch of shit only pulled me apart. But it's okay. As long as I'm moving, I can learn. I can go on the Akashic journey of learning, and I can find a way to get out of my cycles and then get back into me by getting to the end of it. If you are keeping up, you were its ending and beginning. Your choices began with you and they will end with you and they'll begin with you again. Why? Because you keep supplying your energy. Why? Because as I said in the beginning, Aries and Ophiuchus, which is where we're at again now, Aries and Ophiuchus, where you're struggling with what you're going to potentially know. What you potentially know, I already told you, you're going to get pulled apart and you're going to star in that shit. It's going to take your potential and you're going to get trapped. Your potential of who you are will become what you go through in your choices. Aries and Sagittarius says, I chose the shit that's killing me. I gave it my power. 1-9. Potentially, it's controlling me. But you're programmed. So Aries and Ophiuchus now faces itself again with a chance to get out of the game. But it don't know how to stop the struggle. It's ran by fear. The 3, the thought, already guaranteed that you're going to 5. Keep on moving. Why? Because you're seeking mastery. You're seeking mastery. You're waiting on masters. You're waiting on gods. You're waiting on goddesses. You're waiting on ancestors. You're waiting on Orishas. You're waiting on Loa. You're waiting on angels. You're waiting on demons. You're waiting on aliens. You're waiting on the government. You're waiting on everybody. And all the time putting more weight on yourself because you won't wait and see what's really there. But just wait. You'll keep on embracing everything that's been fed into you, the thoughts that keep you moving, because you fear stillness at that point. You fear stillness because that would mean you got to do something different. So since I done got out here and I'm trying to find out what I'm scared of, basically, as I see it right here with your Aries and Ophiuchus, the fear, when you're wrestling with that knowledge was going to become greater than you, that fear was all it needed. When you wrestle with something and it now realize, think about an animal. When an animal smells your fear, it's going to go ahead and attack. I got you. You easy prey. That's the way some of your thoughts are. Your thoughts get so heavy on you and you get scared of your thoughts. And holy shit, hell, let's manifest that experience. Because that's all the thoughts want is the rights to experience. And if you keep being scared of shit until you face it or learn that it's not even a valid fear, it's going to be the prevalent energy in manifestation in a field of manipulation, this realm. So once you get to that point to where you keep manipulating yourself because you keep manifesting fear, because the only thing you fighting is with knowledge instead of honoring awareness, you think you now have to kill knowledge. I got to get rid of knowledge. No, I got to realize, why did I even need to know? So Aries and its counterpart, Scorpio, Aries and its counterpart. The counterpart to Aries is Libra. Shut up, please. Not even close. But I get it. So Aries and Scorpio, the fire sign that hasn't been crowned fire. So Aries faces itself, the god of war now faces itself as the god of death. You require war to bring in death. So they think that they're going to get together and gang up on everything that's killing it. But what was killing it? It's choices. Remember I told you, Ophiuchus, you ain't gonna do nothing but end up starring in everything that you give your energy to. Aries and Scorpio, everything you gave your energy to, you birthed it. It just reconfirmed it. Only you went from potentially who you are to now you think the thought that this is who I am. And because I'm trapped in this experience via my fear, let your life tell your tale. When you get trapped in your fear and somebody is giving you a program of fear, you'll comply. You'll wear a mask. You'll get a jab. You'll turn on your neighbors. You'll be scared to go see your grandmama because she might cough on me. You'll turn your back on whole end of society. You'll give up on nature because your fear told you, my master told me how to be saved, when my master ain't never done nothing to set me free. What was your master? The system of fear itself. So you ain't gonna do nothing but give all your energy to your fears and keep on birthing more space for you to get trapped in. What was the whole thing? Here, let me get behind you and you'll fuck around and find out what you can become. 36 just now showed you 37. Aries, when it faced itself, it could potentially give its energy. Aries, when it faced itself in Scorpio, it done already birthed everything that's killing it. The potential, 36, then became 37. So at that point where Aries has already hit Scorpio and it's birthing all this stuff that's running it apart, it now is going to try and find balance with what's destroying it. It's going to try and sign a contract and treaty with all of these thoughts, its traumas, and I'm going to figure out how to heal my traumas so that my traumas don't traumatize me so bad, and then I can learn to live. But y'all can't see that trick. Keep healing your traumas. So you're going to get out here and heal your traumas, but you ain't done nothing to heal yourself. Oops, you ain't done nothing to heal yourself. You just growing more cancers. You just gave up more time going on a journey. That thought told you, birth who you are. Go on a journey to become who you are. But wait a minute, who I am? Who am I? Shh, don't worry about that. You'll figure out who you are after you create all these experiences. Go on a journey through the experiences and it'll show you what you can become. You're right, cosmic nut. Done nutted on yourself. Done become all this shit. By why? Giving up your energy. Giving up your time and becoming fixed in a story. Holy shit, a manifested universe. Who am I? I'm the universe in reflection. But then why you keep choosing bad shit? I don't know. That's just the way the universe works. But wait a minute, I thought this was you in reflection of yourself. So why are you manifesting this stuff? I don't know. That's what I got taught. Programming. So you're just trying to find balance with who you are by going on a journey to discover who you are. At this point, Libra with the Aries energy is really a delusional Sagittarius. Going on a search party for themselves, looking for themselves, with themselves, through themselves, by themselves, to themselves, will have no idea who they are. But I'm going to find balance. You've honored duality at that moment. You think that two of you, way back here at Pisces, you think where you split yourself is now reality. You think when you look in the mirror and you see your reflection, that's you. There's two of me. Now my higher self and my ego. Okay, you're right. You're your higher self running from your ego. The energy that's already been generated and operated because you're scared to keep still. So since you're scared to keep still, you're going to stay on the fucking cyclic loop. You're going to stay on the cyclic loop. So at that moment, Aries runs into Virgo, Bambi. Your light's already been taken from you and fed back to you. Hi, happy full moon. Your sun's light has already been transmuted and gave back to you as the moonlight, and you can't keep still, and it shows when the crazy thoughts get in your head at night. Yikes. So, Aries, mind on fire, and Bambi trying to figure out where the lights came from. Where was the lights? Your mind on fire. So where is it coming from? My mind. But who burnt me? I don't know. I just know I got to get away from it. Escapism. La Luna herself. The illusion. You trying to use what got you under control, where I already gave my potential to the struggle. 3 + 6, 9. I gave my thoughts into multiplicity or duality in that sense. And now, because there's two of them, ill use of ions, illusion, all I know how to do is move by what's keeping me moving, the moon's light. The moon's light is keeping you moving because you don't know your energy and you're just responsive to what you feel or what you see or what you've been shown or what you read, knowledge. The experiences and traumas that you give validity to without having a sense of awareness why rules the day. It's what we've always done, but has it worked out for us? No. Then why you keep doing it? I don't know. It's just what we always do. 400 years later. So, ill use of ions. You are emotionally trapped in a struggle, and that struggle is really all the potential you need to know. What was at the beginning? If you let them thoughts double up on you, you're going to fuck around and find out. You're going to lose control. Now you out here already under control in the cycles of chasing your energy, but you have no idea who you are. You're just going on these journeys and struggles based off of the potentialities of what the thoughts told you could be. All 897 life cycles of them. So, you done got out here and you done moved into the reincarnation cycle because you just trying to find out who got your power, but you don't know that it's you, so you're going to stay on a journey. Damn. What's that, Wizard of Oz? You didn't know that the power is within you the whole time, Dorothy? So you're going to go on a journey trying to find a wizard while that motherfucking witch, Glinda, the trickster, knew the whole time how to help save you, but she had an agenda too. Why should I tell this little girl that all she had to do is click her heels when I could let her go and help her create this story and get rid of these other motherfucking witches that I don't like either? Everything in this universe has an agenda, and it don't always include you. Just include your energy. So, you done got out here, and you trying to find out who got your power. It ain't you, because you keep giving it away. You keep giving it away. Why? Because them damn thoughts. Them thoughts that already deceived you. You looking for your reflection, but you don't know who you are. Basically, everything I said. When you look in the mirror, you just see who you think you know you are based off of what you've been taught to be or the traumas that you keep on honoring. So, trauma responsive and easily programmed, easily deceived. All you got to do is glorify or glamorize a journey and you motherfuckers will show up in a hurry. So because all you got to do is boop, pop some lights in front of them, and they'll show up popping popcorn, ready to give up their energy, ready to vote for their own destruction. You don't know that that was your power. So that means you're your own sickness. So where you just deceived yourself by giving up your power to the thoughts, and now the thoughts are running you on the journey. Now you hit Aries in Cancer. I try and figure out why my mind is on fire. I'm figuring out that my mind is on fire because holy shit, I am my own Cancer. I am giving all my energy into all these thoughts in my head that's got me sitting up at night, rocking back and forth, trying to figure out how to get free. How do you get free? Quit giving all your power to them damn thoughts. Start taking responsibility and accountability to the thinker and stop being the fucking slave. So, because you're willingly enslaved, there it is again, TikTok. Because you're willingly enslaved to your thoughts and you're just trying to figure out what the cancer is, who created the sickness? It's you. Oops, who's holding on? You holding on, trying to transmute is only killing you. 13, death. You trying to get out of the ritual. What's the ritual? 12. The hangman is the ritual. You trying to get out of the ritual by going through the ritual and getting one step into freedom, when the whole ritual was getting you to move in. So instead of becoming 12, you should have stayed 0. But because you gave your potential to the ritual, 12 plus 1 is 13. And now that shit killing you because you went through all them experiences, and I'm trying to figure out which ones to hold on to and which ones to set free. And all the while that I'm holding on to them and they holding on to me, I'm out here drowning. That is an androgynous form of Olokun on my cards. The keeper of the deep. The Orisha of the deep secrets of the sea. What is the water? Your emotions. How you create. There are so many secrets in your energy of how you got here, why you might be here, why you shouldn't be here. But because you out here swimming in the shallow shit, trying to figure out which continent you from and what your heritage is, when none of this shit is you. It's just a projection of you playing out a fucking story. But you stuck on that egoic level shit. You holding on to the wrong shit and wondering why the fuck you keep on drowning and fucking reincarnating. You reincarnating because you trying to figure out which one of these life stories is your reality when all of them are just fucking illusions. But that hurts your feelings, so you can't process that. That can't be true. That can't be true. But that's why you caught in Cancer. You caught in Cancer because you out here trying to alchemize the truth. The truth is, lead said, hi, I'm lead. The lie was, nope, lead, I need you to be gold. So I'm going to colonize your energy by using my energy to change you without the realization that changing you also changed me. But it was worth it. Sounds like a lot of y'all fucking experiences. He ain't worth shit. She ain't worth shit. I know, but I can change him. He just need a good man. She just need a good woman. Holding on to what is killing you means you killed yourself. You your own fucking Cancer. So Aries holding on, playing this fucking transmutation game. I'm an alchemist. I'm an alchemist. What you alchemizing? Whatever get in my way. But where'd it come from? I don't know. It was there. Then you have no energetic awareness. If you don't have any idea that it all came from you with the choice of separation, the only thing you're alchemizing is your choice of separation, trying to find a way to make that shit wholeness. Sorry, boo-boo. So, because you are your own Cancer, you now got to figure out why I keep playing this game. Aries and Gemini, the computer itself. What's the computer itself? Figuring out the best way to program this separation by using the separation to program further separation. Supercomputer. See, there's Pisces. I don't know if I want to separate. There's Gemini. I'm already in separation. Now let me master the separation by being the separation itself. Holy shit, resistance is futile. God damn it, 7 of 9. You might be the Borg. Aries and Gemini, you might be the Borg. Resistance is futile, aimless. You understand that about the Borg? If you ever watch Star Trek, them motherfuckers can't think on their own. They think as the holy shit, Gemini. You might be the manifested collective consciousness. And unless the fucking programming fits for me, it doesn't fit at all. Therefore, I'm having a fit. Aimlessness. The thought, the 3, then already came before the 2. The thought then already told you what to connect to. What are you connected to? A bunch of aimless shit. Why is it aimless? Because you ain't gonna do nothing but fuck around and find out, giving all your energy into them thoughts ain't gonna do nothing but replicate the thoughts and leave your ass starring in a bunch of shit that you're doing wrong, justified separation. But you out here seeking a master and a teacher to show you how to better move in your separation so that you can get through the separation as a phoenix and become a goddess. Holy shit, wait a minute. Which one are you? Both. Then you already lost. If your goal was to go to the separation so you could be all things when the whole goal was be yourself, you already lost. You've already gave your power into your own destruction because that fear of staying in wholeness made you move into separation by creating it and becoming your own cancer by going on a spiritual journey to become. Yeah, you're going on a spiritual journey to become, all right. Getting nutted on, creating more illusions, but you accepting them as reality because you've been deceived by them thoughts, because you no longer have any responsibility or accountability as a thinker, because them thoughts told you, hold on to me and I'll make sure you don't drown. Transmute the thoughts by holding on to them to make a bad experience become a better experience, or experience that you desire become one that you create, which was aimless. Because no matter what you create within an illusion, it can never be greater than your fucking reality. Sorry. So Aries and Gemini, it's aimless for you to try and move by using your thoughts to tell you what to connect to when the thoughts came from you. So if your thoughts are in your head and you don't have any sense of responsibility to them, you only have the ability to respond to the thoughts without having any awareness of where the thoughts came from. Holy shit, MK Ultra, societal program and cultural program, the COVID experiment, Jim Crow, the projects, Universe 25, the Tuskegee experiment. We can go through all kind of shit that's covered and uncovered. Colonization. What was that? With Takamata. The Inquisition. Yeah. All kind of shit. Aimless. Why? Because somebody's fear of not having enough control of themselves needs for them to create control over others. And that's all this is. The thought that says, you didn't show me enough control, I got to save you from yourself. So connect to me. But the thought that comes from a thinker that already lost control, the thought doesn't have any control either. It just has desire for choice. That lost you. So let me stop. So Aries and Taurus, you stuck in the shit. What's the shit? Aimlessly moving. That's the shit. You are aimlessly moving away from yourself by trying to find yourself, but you don't know who you are. So Aries, stuck in Taurus, stuck in its own ego, stuck in its own bullshit, arrogance. You ain't gonna see enough. You ain't gonna do nothing but create what Ophiuchus warned you about. Ophiuchus warned you that if you keep moving, you're gonna separate yourself and you're gonna create everything. Only you're gonna lose your identity. And since you created everything, but you don't know who you are, you now need a creator that you can get your blessings from as you keep giving your energy into creation. Which means, since I already told myself I'm not enough, there's gotta be something greater. Which means I'm already less. You sponsor and birth your own scarcity, and you just happy to star in the show. I just wants to be a servant. You don't want the star role because that motherfucker come with responsibility. You don't want to be source. You just want to be under God and just work for the separation. Which means you just working for burning yourself. You working for the thoughts. You just want to come behind the thought that is going to show you how to get ahead. When the thought's already told you, I'm going to come behind you and tell you how to get apart. Get apart? Yeah, apart. You're going to get the starring role in your own separation. Ooh, girl, at least I got a leading part. But yeah, but you're starring in your own destruction. I don't care. At least I'm starring. How my makeup? So now that you done ran into yourself in Taurus and I still didn't see enough, but I'm still starring in this shit show. 1 + 7, 8. Potentially who I think I am. 1 + 7, 8. Struggling with who I am. It's me versus me. My inner child, my little me, my old me, my higher me, my new me, my old me, my higher self, my ego, my Pleiadian self, my Arcturian self, my Atlantean self, my Anunnaki self, myself. And I said to myself, huh? And all 85 parts of me said, huh? You got some motherfucking problems then. That's called cosmic psychosis. That's called multiple personality disorder. But it's called glamorization in this realm. It's called spirituality. Shut up. So you starring in your own shit show of separation, trying to tell yourself you more, which means now, Aries, my mind on fire, I got to face myself and figure out why the fuck am I burning me? What you connected to there, player? You connected to the sharks that keep on swimming in your energy. What's the sharks that keep on swimming in your energy, mother of fishes? The most plentiful thing in this universe. What's the most plentiful thing in this universe? Come on. What is the most plentiful thing in this universe? A thought. A thought is the most plentiful thing in this universe. A thought only wants energy. You can have 9 million thoughts in one being, and that one being only give 5 of them its energy. You still got 9 million thoughts. They just haven't been energized. What's love? A load of vast energy already invested into by thoughts. Love has condition in this realm. There is no unconditional love in this realm. There's just attachment. But that hurts some of your feelings, so I'm not going to argue with you about that. You got to let your life tell your tale. So because you connected to your own destruction, as it said back here, if you fuck around and sponsor these thoughts, you're going to double yourself up. And you're going to end up starring in it. And when you became Pisces, Aries, holy shit, you became your own separation. Now, 1 + 1, my own separation, I'm just trying to get it back together. I'm just trying to get me back together. But how'd you tear yourself apart? My thoughts. So who burnt you, Aries? My choices. Not the thoughts. Your choices. Your choices to allow your thoughts to become greater than your rights as a thinker is why you stay swimming with the sharks. Why? Because you ain't ready to get free. So as I said, this was the last of the 14. So I give you a freebie. Because again, you're not your signs. And even though I started with source in this ideology is still already a faction of separation. This is just, it is what it is. It is what it is. You're your own devil. Any denotation of separation is harmful to your wholeness. Because it is a potential to make you move. Any denotation of separation is already harmful to your wholeness. Trying to figure out the parameters of your separation so that you can verify your wholeness means that you've already verified the separation has your energy. But as I've been saying for years, you have to start somewhere. This is to provoke thought so that you have to understand and become accountable on why you do what you do and why you won't do anything different and why your dumb ass keep getting the same. Wholeness. Pre-warning. Pre-warning. And resonance only. Tomorrow is 9/19/2024. That is the only 999 vibration for this year. Next year, 2025, is a 9 vibration year. 9 denotes controlled energy. Tomorrow will be a precursor of what you can expect next year. And I'm not projecting and I'm not forecasting. I'm just telling you I have an understanding of the way energy works. From my perspective and my experience, this universe responds to vibrations and sequences. Tomorrow is the precursor to what you can expect to see in 2025 if we don't do anything different. Let your life tell your tale. So 9/19/2024 is a 999 gate. It is going to show you where things will have the tendency to control your mind, your body, and your soul, and it'll leave you leaking. So figure out why you're moving and if it's even necessary. That's my best advice for you. Things may pull on you, but it's your choice to move. What is this about? Movement. Stop letting shit move you and learn to sit your punk ass down and be still. Wholeness.